Okay, so you guys have a fraction sheet and a multiplication table in front of you, and today we're going to be talking about a common core standard that's for adding and subtracting unlike denominators, or fractions with unlike denominators, okay? So first you guys are going to watch a little video about least common multiple. Yes. Oh, you have a question? Yeah, it's on. Okay. So first we're going to watch a little video, and then when we get done with the video, we'll do some work on the board, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
The lowest common denominator. Today we will learn about adding and subtracting fractions with unlike denominators. When adding and subtracting fractions, denominators have to be the same. When denominators are not the same, we have to change them. For example, adding 1/4 and 1/3 are not possible until both denominators are equal. To find a common denominator, we have to find the multiples of 4 and 3. Multiples are the numbers we get when we skip count. The multiples of 4 are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, etc. The multiples of 3 are 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24.
Okay, so really quick, we're going to talk about this. So did you see what they did? They took these two, because they're two different numbers. They did the skip counting, and then we're going to find what's the least common multiple to see what do we need to change the denominator to. Go ahead, Carlos.
It's also like a GCF.
Say it. Yes, but it's the opposite of that.
Okay.
Did you want to say something?
Yeah, I know the least common multiple.
What is it?
It's 12.
Okay, yes, she's right. So the least would be the furthest one this way, and they both have it, so it's 12. Okay, so let's finish the video.
And so on and so on. By looking at these lists, we can see that 3 and 4 have 12 and 24 in common. Which one should we use? By experience, I know that we should use the lowest common denominator, because the higher common denominator will require more work after we add the fractions. By choosing the lowest common denominator, we will eliminate a few steps to our procedure. We'll choose 12. Now we have to convert fourths and thirds into twelfths. To do this, we have to multiply each denominator by a number to get the new denominator of 12. 4 times 3 will equal.
And then on this part, you guys, that's why you have your multiplication table, because you can use that to try to help you figure out what times 4 equals 12, what times 3 equals 12.
Equal 12. Now that we have multiplied the denominator by 3, we also have to multiply the numerator by 3. 1 times 3 equals 3.
So whatever we do to the top, we have to do to the bottom.
3 twelfths. Now we have to change 1/3 into twelfths. 3 times 4 equals 12. Because we multiplied the denominator by 4, we have to multiply the numerator by the same number. 1 times 4 equals 4. 1/3 is now 4 twelfths. The math problem now turns into 3 twelfths plus 4 twelfths. Because the denominators are the same, we can add the numerators and get the sum of 7 twelfths. Here's another example, but with subtraction. 1/2 minus 2/5. We can't do it because the denominators are not equal. We have to find the lowest common denominator, or...
So on this one, it's going to be the exact same thing. We just have to watch for the symbol to see whether it's asking us to add or subtract, okay?
For the LCD for short. The multiples of 2 are 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. The multiples of 5 are 5 and 10. The LCD is 10. Change 1/2 into a fraction with a 10 as a denominator. 2 times what will give you 10? 5. Multiply both the denominator and the numerator by 5 to get 5 tenths. Now change 2/5 into a fraction with the new LCD. 5 times what equals 10? 2. 5 times 2 equals 10. Multiply the numerator and the denominator by 2 to get 4 tenths. Now because both denominators are equal, we can subtract. 5 tenths minus 4 tenths equals 1 tenth. If you would like more practice with adding and subtracting fractions, download a worksheet from my website,
Okay, so we're gonna take that off. Okay, so we're adding and subtracting fractions with unlike denominators. Gage, will you flip that light right there so that we can get a little bit more light, please? Yep. Oh, do that one. You're okay. There we go. Now we can see. Okay, so the first thing that they talked about in the video, what did they say we have? What are the two parts that we have to change? Carlos.
The denominator?
Okay, so, and where does the denominator go for a fraction?
First one?
Tell me.
6.
But does it go, where does it go? On the top or the bottom?
1.
Okay, so the denominator, and then what goes on the top? What's it called?
Numerator.
Right. Okay, and on the video, it said we have to do what to both? Gage, tell me.
You can change the denominator so the common.
Yeah, so we want a common denominator.
Yeah.
And we get that by doing what?
Multiplying the top and bottom.
Yes, you're right. Whatever we do to the top,
You have to do
whatever we multiply on the top, we have to do, well, the bottom is what we're determining, then we do the top as well.
yeah.
But what is it called? Do you remember what it's called, Leanna? You told me earlier. It's when you have to do the skip counting. What's the term that it's called? Least?
Common multiples.
Say it again.
Least common multiples.
There you go. Least common multiple. Okay, so those are the main things. Numerator's the top number of the fraction, denominator's the bottom. We need a common denominator, and we're using least common multiples for that common denominator. Okay, so we all know what those all mean?
Mhm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Carlos, yeah? Okay. Okay, so then you guys can give me a fraction problem. Don't tell me one of the ones on your sheet, tell me a different one. So go ahead, Leanna, and give me a problem.
3, 6.
Okay, I'm gonna do it right here. 3, 6, uh-huh.
Do you want me to tell the sign? Or do you just want to put it?
It either has to be addition or subtraction, so tell me which one.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, so we'll do addition, okay?
Oh,
And then,
and then 4/7.
okay. So what do we have to do first? Gage, tell me what we have to do first.
Common denominators.
Okay, so we need a common denominator here. And Carlos, can you tell me how we're gonna get that common denominator? Think about the video.
Okay, common denominator by doing GCF. No, like how can 6 go into 7?
It's not how can 6 go into 7, it's what number can both 6 and 7 go into that it's a multiple of. Remember on the video? What
Yes,
did they
what
do?
is it?
What did they do on the video?
They did what? So it means they did this.
What'd you say?
We're just watching it,
Yeah, you're just watching right now. Leanna, what
right? You do like you write the 6,
okay,
you write the 7 at the bottom,
okay,
and like you put like a dot then a dot,
okay,
and then you like do the multiple of 6 will be 6,
okay,
12, 18, and 24.
okay,
We can do 7, which is 7, 14, 20, and 28.
okay. Do any of those match yet?
No.
So we're gonna have to keep going, huh?
Yeah.
And this is called skip counting. So we're skip counting by our bottom numbers. So Carlos, using your multiplication chart on your sixes, tell me what comes after 24.
24. Wait. I've been 31.
Wait, 24 plus 6?
31. No, 30.
There you go. Okay, Gage, what's the next one?
So 36.
Okay. Leanna, what's the next one?
42.
Okay. Okay, now we still don't have one that matches, so let's try to do this one. So, Carlos, what's next after 28 on the 7th?
35.
Okay.
And 42.
Okay, now do we have one that matches?
Yes.
This was a long one. You guys picked a hard one right off. So we know now that, so then how are we gonna change? How are we gonna change these so that they both have 42 on the bottom? What do we need to do? Carlos, tell me.
You want to put like, okay, so we're gonna put a line like next to the 6.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. No.
Here?
No.
Where?
Like
Oh,
two.
you mean here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you're gonna have to put 24. It would be 24. Put 24.
Where?
Look.
Remember, we have to change these both to 42.
Yeah, so put 42 and 42.
Okay. Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. Yes, yes.
Yeah. And then to that, we're gonna put 3. We'll put the 3 like normal.
Uh-huh.
Right there, and then put the 4 where 42 is. And then we're gonna put plus. And then when we do plus, we're gonna also put the lines next to 42. And then put times, and then
So what times 7 equals 42?
what? Yeah. Okay. What times 7 equals 42?
Uh-huh.
Would have been 6.
Right. Okay, so then whatever we do to the bottom, we have to do
Yeah.
to the top. So what's the top one then? What's
6. No, 6. Yeah.
times 6? So what's 6 times 4?
6 times 4 would have been 6 times 4 would have been 24.
Okay. So we know this one then is 24 over 42. And we're gonna add it once. So what times 6 equals 42?
Put 7.
Okay. And we have to do the same to the top. What's 7 times 3?
7 times 2. 1.
21. So our problem with the common denominators is 21
And 24.
40 seconds plus 24 40 seconds.
Yeah.
So what is the answer then?
So I'm gonna add 21 and 24.
Uh-huh, what is that?
So I mean, it's gonna put 4, 5, and then I've been 45
Over,
over 42,
right.
and that's all.
And do you think that this can be reduced?
No.
Yeah, I don't think it can.
45 is not even.
Right. So that's a hard one you guys picked right off the bat, but you did a good job. What'd you say? Can you pick one? Yeah, let me erase this one off. Actually, Gage, I'm gonna have you give me the first problem on your little paper that you guys are gonna do. And I'll do that one with you.
Ms. Hernandez,
What's that?
can I get a scratch piece of paper?
Yes. You're welcome. Does anyone else need scratch paper? Okay. Okay, so Gage, tell me the first one on the sheet.
2/3
Uh-huh.
plus 1/6.
Okay, so what do we know about this one?
3 over 6.
Right, so then what if this 3 can go into 6, do we need to change this one? Okay, so then what are we gonna do to this one to make it,
Change it to 6.
tell me, Gage.
Times it.
Okay, by what?
2.
Okay. And that's 6, so then times 2 up here too. And what's 2 times 2?
4.
Okay, so our new problem is 4, 6 plus 1, 6.
4
So,
plus 1 is 5, and it'd be 5, 6.
right, okay, so you guys all put that one on your first line. And then I wanna show you, we've done this before where I've shown you how this works when we have 2/3 plus 1/6. And let's see if it matches up to the 5/6 to see if our answer's right. And look, it matches. So when we have 2/3 plus 1/6, we got 5/6 and it matches.
Yeah.
Okay? So I'm gonna give you guys a couple of minutes to finish that sheet. If you have questions, let me know. And then we'll go over them quickly. And then we're gonna do a little Kahoot with the Chromebook. And if you guys have trouble, remember, you can look back up here for help and you have your multiplication chart. Okay, you guys, we're gonna do the Kahoot on the fractions with unlike denominators. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on, Margaret, get it going.
Wait, I don't have a pencil.
Okay, let's get you a pencil before we start.
Can I get a multiplication card?
Yep, hurry up and get one. Make sure you guys all use, do you need a multiplication chart, Gage?
Fractions now.
Okay, okay. Make sure that you guys use your scratch paper. Leanna, do you have a
Do
pencil?
you have to use it? 100% have to use it?
No, you don't have to use
I
it.
have one.
Do we have to?
Hi,
No, but you should.
my
So you get the right
name
answer.
is the boss.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start. So
My
make
name is
sure-
the boss.
Okay. What is a fraction?
What's this one?
A part of many things is something you take on a trip. A part of a whole or a whole number. What is a fraction?
Wrong, I know it. I think all is close.
Nobody got it.
In my head still? Imagine.
So, when you say a fraction, who put a whole number? Why do you think a fraction is a whole number?
Because the April she picked red.
Yeah.
Why?
I remember I picked
It-
Right, so then it's no longer a whole, right? If you ate half? So it's part of a whole. Who picked a part of many things? And why did you say that?
because there's more steps to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. So that can be confusing because it is a part, but it's part of one, not so a part of a whole, not a part of many things. Okay, so good try. Okay, next one. You ready? Now these are going to be the ones that you saw. Okay, what is 1/6 plus 3/6? Take your time and solve it all the way. And remember, it has to be reduced completely. Oh, sorry.
Wait, so that means you also have to reduce the 6?
No. Do your normal adding, and then remember your answer has to be reduced.
What? How do you reduce it?
You know how to do that.
The dividing.
Oh, nobody cares. Leanna, did you get it?
Yeah. It's bad. She's gonna win again.
Okay,
Well,
let me tell you.
yeah.
You guys, wait. Let me tell you though. The two of you that picked 4/6, that's the right answer, but you didn't reduce it. Remember when we reduced 4/6 can be divided by what, Leanna?
Divided by 2.
Right. So that's how she got 2/3
I
is
don't
because she
remember
reduced.
anything.
So now you guys know what reducing is for the next ones. Okay, come on. It's true or false. You have to find the common denominator to add
We
and
did this
subtract
one.
fractions. Yay!
I'm the one that got it
Okay, ready for the next one, number 4. What is 1/2 plus 3/6? So remember common denominator first and then add.
It doesn't say anything.
You still have a lot of time, so write it. I don't see anyone writing on your
I
scratch
already know
paper.
the answer.
Oh, okay.
I think it is.
Okay. You still have 30 whole seconds to solve it.
I'm running out.
Look.
Hot of pressure. 26.
But it doesn't show you.
No.
Wait, oh. No, I remembered it. I just remembered too. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot.
I knew it was green too. I was gonna pick that one.
Did you
But-
pick it?
No.
Okay, but I want to ask you, Gage, what were you thinking for 2/6?
Oh, let's add.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Another question.
Okay, next one. Oh wait, we gotta see. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Fire.
4/5 minus 2/10.
Okay, so wait.
Remember, work it out. I want to see you working it out on your paper. And remember, you have to reduce. You still have 45 seconds to work it out on the paper.
I hate when it like takes for
I
yourself.
don't know what I think.
I know, but I don't see you. The problem is you guys are not working it out on the paper. You cannot add and subtract fractions in your head.
I can't have big brain like that.
Okay, I'm glad you're big brain like that.
Yeah.
Oh, roasted.
What? I knew I did the wrong one.
Let's go, baby.
Did you get it right, Kate?
Yo.
Oh, good job.
I mean,
I'm like, adios, Carlos. Adios.
Okay, next one.
Coming back for a comeback.
What is 2/3 plus 1/2? Work it out on your paper.
I
Remember,
know the answer.
Common denominator, okay.
Wait, what?
2/3 plus 1/2.
Can I get a retry?
Don't we reduce, huh?
You always have to reduce.
Wait, it doesn't make sense.
2/3 plus 1/2?
Yeah.
Why doesn't it make sense?
Because then it would have been 3 and 6. They 6.
Remember, what happens with both the common denominators?
Wait.
You're screaming.
You still have.
Bro, no.
Carlos, do not get on that chair. Sit down.
Somebody's coming back behind you. No.
Okay.
Adios, amigo.
True or false? Fractions are used in the kitchen. True or false? There you guys go. Good job. What do you use them for in the kitchen?
Measuring cups.
Yep. There's other things. What else?
Fruits,
Yes, you can cut a fruit in half or
candy,
quarter.
popsicles,
And
steak, Jolly
measuring
Ranchers,
spoons.
steak.
Yeah, you cut
pork,
anything in the kitchen. You can cut
lobster.
it in half. You can make it. If you split like a drink with your sister, that's making a fraction.
half.
Out of it.
you don't have some?
You don't have to.
No.
You can split it
We
with your
don't.
parents. Okay, next one.
Let's just admit I'm
Okay,
I'm
only 2 questions left. This is what is 2/3 minus 1/6? Remember, common denominator.
Wait, what? That was so fast. Oh, I got
Well, you picked it that fast.
Let's go.
When you pick it,
It didn't
and
let
all
me
of us
click
pick it, it already goes.
Yeah, you had to have clicked or it wouldn't have done it.
No, it just skipped.
You probably did it on accident. Okay, ready? Last one.
I like her. I don't care.
Okay, last one. You have a chance to still come up. Ready? 2/4 plus 4/8.
This is the only chance to redeem. Pizza.
Bro, I got it wrong.
You guys all got it right. Good job.
We all got it wrong.
Did you all get it wrong?
Yeah.
Oh, yep, you sure did all get it wrong.
Let's go. I got second.
We're gonna talk about that one now.
Sorry, Carlos.
Okay, you guys.
He didn't
So
know.
let's close your Chromebooks. We
No.
finished the Kahoot. Good job. You guys did a good job. And then
He
I
would've
want
been
you
a
to
second.
pull your paper back out that you guys did on your own, and we're gonna check the answers.
Mine's right. Sorry. Quiet. You would have been a second choice.
Yeah.
Come on, plug it in quickly so you can come back up here and we can go over this before it's time for you guys to go back to class.
I love you.
Okay, so pull out your little sheet like this. Okay, Carlos.
Next you was this.
Carlos, tell me the answer for number 1.
5, 6.
Okay, and how did you get that?
We're doing the answer.
Okay, read to me what you did. Tell me.
I did 3 times 2 equals 6.
Okay.
2 times 2 equals 2. And
2 times 2 equals what?
No, it's 4, sorry.
Okay, okay.
And then 6 times 1 would have been 6. 1 times 1 would have been 1. And then you got 4 and 1 and 6 and 6. So 4 over 6 and 1 6.
Okay, and then you added the 4 and the 1 and got 5, 6?
Yep, and then the 6 stays the same.
Okay. Okay, Gage, tell me how you did number 2.
So I multiply, so 5 can go into 10 and multiply twice.
Okay. Yes, 5 can
I
go into
times-
10.
So 2 tenths is, then I times 2 times 5, then 2 times 3, then I got oh, then I got 6 tenths minus 2 tenths, which equals 4 tenths, and I.
4 tenths, and what does that reduce to?
It reduces to 2 fifths.
Right, correct. So 4 tenths can be 2 fifths. And then, Leanna, let's talk about number 3. What did you get for the answer?
I'm pretty sure I got this wrong, but
Okay.
I think it didn't reduce. I got 11.
Okay, 11/8 can't reduce, so we must have had somewhere in the math. So tell me what you did so we can, actually, we're gonna do it up here so that we can see what you did so we can fix it. If I can fix it. you can do it.
If plus would have been second, I would have been the first. Would have been third.
Okay, Leanna, you're gonna tell me what you did.
Do you just want to paint third so you can see what it did wrong?
Nope, I want you to tell me so that you work it out in your head.
Can I do?
Nope, I want Leanna to do it because she got this answer wrong and we're gonna work it out. Okay, you guys make sure you're paying attention. Okay, come on.
So I did the, to find the multiples,
Uh-huh.
and then I did 2 times 5, which is I got 10, and I put 10 on top, and then I did 8 times 1, which was,
Do you see what you did now? You're talking it out. Okay, so what has to happen? We have to have what here? What has to look the same?
8.
So these have to both be 8. So then what do we have to do to this one? You're okay. That's why we're working it out like this so you can see.
Okay, then I messed up right there, so
Okay.
it's gonna be 8.
So 4 times what equals 8?
4 times 2.
Okay? So then we have to do that to the top. So what's that answer gonna be then?
That's gonna be 4.
Okay? So now our new problem, once we got the 8s, is this. Make sure I'm doing this right. Oh wait, yeah, that's right. Oh, because I put, this shouldn't be 2, this should be 1. Okay, so sorry, I put the wrong one on the problem at first. So 5/8 plus 1/4, we change the 1/4 to 2/8, and then what do we get? Leanna, you tell me.
So, what?
Okay, so we changed this so we got the common denominator. And then now,
7, 8.
okay, is that what everyone else got too? Is that
Yeah,
what everyone else?
7/8, yes.
Okay, okay, and then Carlos, tell me what the last one is.
Drum roll, please.
Okay,
1/8.
okay, correct. And then I want you guys to see how Carlos writes out his work, because we know exactly, for 2 reasons you do this. Listen, this 2 reasons. The first reason is because then you keep yourself organized to get to the right answer. And 2, as a teacher, if I can see all of your work, I can give you partial points if you make it to a certain point, and if you just make, Leanna just made a small error that then gave her a different answer, but I could have probably given her partial points for working it out as far as she did. So I want to make sure you guys show your work, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll keep these, so I want you guys to hand these to me. And then we'll look at this again later on this week, okay?